Hey guys, so I just got out of the theater from watching Disclosure Day, the newest film from Steven Spielberg. I've been pretty interested in this movie. I've liked that the trailers haven't given a lot away in terms of the plot, and having seen the film myself, I will say while I did think it was a good movie overall, I was a bit underwhelmed, and I think mostly that has to do with the fact that it is Steven Spielberg. It's maybe objectively the greatest filmmaker of all time who's given us classics like Jurassic Park, um, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think he did Back to the Future. I'm not entirely sure, but he's done like E.T., like all of these classic movies. You have John Williams back. So this should have been a recipe for a major smash hit. But honestly, walking out of this movie, again, I enjoyed the film. I think the acting is really solid, specifically from Emily Blunt. She gives a terrific performance in this movie. I think the soundtrack from John Williams is stellar. It's not, don't go in expecting Star Wars or Superman or Indiana Jones level soundtrack. It's not even on the level of, like, say, Jurassic Park. But it's still John Williams. It's distinctly John Williams, and I do appreciate the movie for that. And there are a couple of tracks that really hit for me. Like, they were really great. There isn't a lot of action in this movie, but we do get some really suspenseful chase scenes. There's the scene, I think it was in one of the trailers, where the car's getting like rammed into a train and they're having to, get out of that situation. That was a really tense, epic action sequence that really harkened back to like the Indiana Jones style action scenes, which makes sense again because it's Steven Spielberg. So all of that was done really well. But where I think this movie kind of falters is, I would say, the first 20 to 25 minutes, it does feel a little choppy. It feels like we're taking a while to get to the point. But then once we actually see the aliens, like 30 minutes in, Josh O'Connor's character shows his, I believe, like girlfriend a video of the aliens. It picks up considerably from then on out. But the biggest thing outside of that choppy kind of like first act, really, I would say it has to come down to the last few minutes of the movie itself. They introduce all of these ideas about aliens and what it would mean if aliens were disclosed to the world. And, it's questions such as, are we alone? How does this change religion, politics, etc.? There's all of these ideas, but without giving away any spoilers, I feel like when it's all said and done, they don't really come together in a satisfying way. Like, they're just kind of throwaway themes, and they're not really ingrained into the plot or crescendo into the climax the way that I feel they should have. But overall, this is still a solid movie to go check out if you're a fan of Steven Spielberg or alien films in general. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, and I do recommend it for, again, fans of Spielberg or sci-fi.